Hi everyone, it's Graham here from FLE. Just thought I'd do a little blog video. Basically, someone didn't turn up for the top lake this morning. Top lake's open for bookings only on the weekends. We don't allow fishing during the week, and I couldn't resist fishing it myself tonight. I've worked all day. I've got to start work early in the morning. I thought, you know what? Rather than going home, I'm going to go fishing tonight. So me and the carp dog Dave are going to go up to the top lake and see if we can catch a few fish. Now I went up there this morning. I put some bait in the what we call the Boss Bay. Saw one fish over it this afternoon, but when I went up there this afternoon on my tea break, climbed up the tree in the Boss Bay, looked out over the far bay, at the top end of the lake, and I could see the fish straight away. Basically the weather system's changed. We've got a low coming in, some low pressure. The wind has switched, it's now pushing into that top bay. It's got overcast, it just feels real carpy up there. So I crept around to the top bay, went up the tree, using the Polaroid glasses. Guys, if you don't have decent fishing glasses, get some. It makes such a difference. And as soon as I put the glasses on from up the tree, I could see, I think I counted 13 or 14 fish swimming around below my feet. Some of the biggest fish in the lake there as well, including Vlad the Common, which is the one that I want. It was looking huge, really, really big, and I want that fish in my photo album. So I went up there, climbed the tree, and they're all milling around. So basically what I did is I threw a few little pellets out into the margins just to push the fish out into the middle of the bay, which would allow me to bait up properly. And I crept down to the swim and I baited up some pellet and some BM baits, crab and crayfish boilies. Now what I did with those boilies is something slightly different than a lot of people do, is don't just get the baits out of the freezer and throw them in. They're great like that, but to make them even better, you can supercharge them. And what I did is got myself some BM baits, put them into a larger bag than the one that they come in, and then as they're thawing out, just get some glugs. So this is the crab and cray amino glug, and I put that inside the bag over the boilies, gave a good shake around, so as it's thawing out, it's going to be soaking in all of that glug and attraction, making them supercharged. And then something else I did as well, which I'm a big fan of, and I know that Tom is as well, is that Tom uses krill, which I love doing as well, the krill meal, the old ghost krill meal, but we've got this maggot meal here as well. So what we did is put some maggot meal, put that over the boilies, and as the boilies thaw out, it's going to soak it all in, and you're going to end up with maggot meal supercharged boilies. So we're going to go up there later on and see how I get on. Alright, so I'm up the tree, as you can see, in the top bay, looking down over the bay to the spots that I baited up right in the margins earlier on. So a few of the big girls are still down here, not as many fish as earlier on. The cloud cover's come over, they seem to have dropped down. You can see a few of them sitting in the snag bush over the other side there, just resting up. And there's one fish cruising right next to it. You can see it without the Polaroids on. Just down there. You probably can't see it from here, but cruising in to the margins, there's a fish just about come over the top of the bait which I put in earlier on. Also put some bait right down here next to the in this bay. Gives you a good view of the little bay that we've got up here at the top lake from up the tree. But it's looking good. There's some fish cruising in, milling around. I'm hoping one of the big girls, well, I'm hoping that Vlad the Common is going to make an appearance tonight. Just have to wait and see. Well, I've just come back up from the top lake. Me and Dave were up there last night. Fish Friday night, which was after you saw me up the tree with the fish in the bay. I think the fish pushed out of the bay into the main bit of the lake during the night time, so I went back up there after work last night. Me and Dave fished in the same swim in the bay, but rather than fishing in the edges where the fish were patrolling during the daytime, flicked the rods out by the point just round on the right hand side, and had a fish this morning. Gave up a real epic battle, had to get in the boat to get it unsnagged from the tree. And yeah, it turned out to be an old friend of mine, turned out to be Ben. A little down in weight, 27.14 I think it was, but I was over the moon all the same. Dave got his first look at a big carp. You like that, didn't you, Dave? Hey? And yeah, over the moon with that one. It just goes to show that baiting, I baited the spots, crab and cray boilies, with the glug on it, with the maggot meal, really sort of supercharged them to give them loads of attraction. Fed the fish, you know, coming into the margins of that bait all day whilst I was working on the Friday and also on the Saturday. And then once they've got the confidence up, they're much easier to catch. So there you go, went through 3 kilos of bait, I think it was, 2 kilos of the BM bait boilies, and actually maybe 4 kilos, because went through another bag of the real high oil pellets here, the bait tech stuff, and yeah, did the job. Hopefully you'll see on the steels. We didn't get any video footage of the fish, unfortunately, but we've got some lovely steels, and I'm sure you agree that Ben is looking absolutely gorgeous. So there you go, see you next time, guys.